was like, oh wow, the power of the mind is real to either ruin or make my experience on stage, and I'm tired of suffering. Hey there, it's Kirsten. Welcome to the Confident Dancer YouTube channel. My question for you is, do you experience extreme nervousness or performance anxiety, whether that is backstage before an actual performance or in a rehearsal when the director is watching? If you feel like under pressure you just crack and feel so affected by nervousness or anxiety, I want to share this one hack with you that has been tremendously impactful for me in my journey. So I hope it helps you just as much. And first, I do want to give a little caveat that there is a lot that can be done to help someone really overcome extreme performance anxiety. This is just one of many tools, so I just want you to know that I'm not oversimplifying this issue here. I just want to give you one actual tip that I do think and have experienced that this can create a lot of change. So if you try this and it really helps you, awesome. If you try this and you're like, oh, okay, that kind of helps, but there's more, that's totally normal. Nothing is wrong with you. A lot of times there is more to why performance anxiety or extreme nervousness is coming up for you. So if you'd like to dive deeper into that and get support so that you can actually resolve that for yourself and perform your best under pressure, definitely click the link in my description to visit my website and learn more about my coaching services. So anyway, what is this one hack? Essentially, we're working with the power of perspective here. Your perspective is the lens through which you see a situation. It is the story you're telling yourself about what is happening or what has happened or what is about to happen. And that story is really, it's an interpretation. It is a subjective interpretation of the objective reality. So let's say the objective reality is you're gonna go on stage, you're gonna dance, and then you're gonna come off stage. That's all that's going to happen. But whatever story you're telling yourself, i.e. whatever perspective you have about performing, it's your perspective that is going to dictate the way you feel leading up to that event, and during the event and after. So if you're noticing that the feeling that's coming up for you around performing or in other situations where you feel like there's pressure to perform well, this is really the hack here. Hey dancers, I hope you're really enjoying the video. I just want to briefly remind you that the Confident Dancer Collective, my group coaching program, is closing for enrollment soon. So I want to invite you to consider enrolling, because truly, if you've been watching my videos and resonating with this content, and you've been noticing that it's your mind that really is one thing that's holding you back from performing your best and feeling confident and good about yourself when you're dancing, then I really believe that this course will be a great next step for you. In this course, you'll learn all of the tools that I think every dancer needs to know, the psychological tools, frameworks, and techniques that you can use to control your mental state to help you perform your best under pressure, build confidence that's real, a knowledge of what you have to offer, and this feeling that you really know how to mentally support yourself to consistently perform your best and also feel your best as a human as you dance. So I encourage you to click the link down below to learn more about all that the program includes and apply today. Get in on this round, you won't want to miss it. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email or a DM on Instagram. Recognize first that it's your perspective that creates the way you are feeling about a certain situation. What we can do is kind of reverse engineer this and say, okay, first, how am I feeling about, let's just say, performing? That's the example we'll use, performing on a stage. How am I feeling about performing, or what are the feelings that comes up for me around this? For me, in my story, I used to struggle so much with performance anxiety. It was definitely an inspiration for why I ended up getting into this work, because I was like, oh wow, the power of the mind is real to either ruin or make my experience on stage, and I'm tired of suffering. So that's one thing that really started to get me curious about the power of the mind and how to change it to help us perform and feel better. But anyway, where I started with this question was, okay, I feel incredibly anxious. I feel such a deep sense of dread. I can't wait for it to be over. Oh, it was horrible, but those were some of the main feelings. I feel really scared as well. So then I asked myself, what are some perspectives I have around performing that might be creating those feelings? And for me, when I really dove into this, I discovered that some perspectives I had around performing were I have one chance to get it right. If I mess up, that would be so bad, everyone would see it. All of my rehearsals will be a complete waste if I don't perform well. And so many other things. I also felt like I have to prove myself, or I have to impress the people who are watching me tonight. Can you just see how, of course, how obvious it is that I would feel the way I was feeling if those were the perspectives I had about performing? Of course, of course. So then I started to recognize, like, okay, I don't feel this way all the time, so how could it be that I'm in a rehearsal and I'm doing the same steps and the steps go well, and I'm just doing the same thing simply in a different setting and I have a radically different feeling about it? That was a hint. This is a mindset thing, okay? So then where do we go next in order to actually create a solution? The next thing to do is to say, okay, how do I want to feel? Calm, confident, excited, joyful, happy, whatever that is for you. Identify the feeling or the feelings that you want to experience on stage, in rehearsal, whatever, and then ask yourself, what perspectives could I have around performing in this example that would then create those feelings for me? What I came up with around this is performing is actually an opportunity to share my infectious love for dance. It's an opportunity for me to just have fun and celebrate what I can do and let that fun rub off on other people. It's not just about me, rather it's about us, like all of the people I'm performing with, and it's about connecting with the audience. This is a community event, it's not all about me. Those were just a few of the perspectives I started to think about. I wrote them down, I circled the ones that really felt true and resonated with me the most, and walking out those perspectives and really reminding myself of them going on the stage started to actually help me feel a little better. And when I started to feel a little bit better, I immediately started to build new evidence, like, oh, I don't have to feel so anxious going on the stage. There's a new way. And it's not like it all got cured overnight, but I definitely saw a shift from the beginning. And recalibrating your mind is all about giving it new experiences. So if you can change the way you feel going into one performance, and it helps you even just a little bit, you can hold on to that of like, see, evidence that this can work. I'm going to take it even further. I'm going to practice it again. So that is my hack for you. That is a really, really powerful tool, and I can't wait to see and hear. You can definitely message me on Instagram. Let me know how this works for you. It is a super simple and helpful tool that you can use. Now, if you want more tools like this, that is what I'm here for as a coach. I love sharing tools like this in my programs, whether that be with individual clients or in my group coaching program, the Confident Dancer Collective. So if you want to take your performance and your mental health to the next level as a dancer, then definitely reach out and look into joining one of my coaching programs. So I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.